Ladies and gentlemen, football fans far and wide, welcome to Wildcat Stadium for district game number 2 as your Muleshoe Mules come out to the war on 84 as they are playing against the Littlefield Wildcats. I'm Elliott Davis, the voice of the Mules, coming to you under the Friday Night Lights with MuleshoeTV.com. Muleshoe victorious last week, beating Roosevelt 55-49 in overtime in what was a spectacular Friday night. Hoping that you all caught that one, hoping safe travels for everyone going back home. It was a very late night after that overtime victory that Muleshoe had. Muleshoe tied up in 3A Division II with Slayton at 1-0. Littlefield is 0-1. They lost to Slayton last week, 49-33. Roosevelt, of course, with the loss to Muleshoe, they are 0-1. Idalou with the bye to start off district play, 0-0. They will be playing Roosevelt tonight for week 2 of district play, 3A Division II district play. Muleshoe 3-4 on the season, finally coming out with a victory. They won against Brownfield Lamesa to start the season, then fell to New Home Canadian, Clyde, and Delhart. A stretch of games right there. You know, I've told everyone this. You know, you take those games with a grain of salt. You know, some of those games were close, some of them were a little bit, you know, of a distance away. But you know, you got 4 really good quality Texas high school football team opponents that you go in. You've played you had Canadian, Clyde, and Delhart away. 3 games in a row where you're away. Finally coming back home to play Roosevelt. Really good, kind of shaking off anything else from those losses, finding some confidence, playing against some adversity during that Roosevelt game, you know, and overcoming that, you know, with a victory in overtime. Wildcats, they've beaten Lamesa, Denver City, Abernathy, Friendship, Brownfield, and Kahoma. And then the new Friendship school out there is
Liberty?
Friendship Liberty. Now, of course, they did lose this.
Friendship Memorial.
Sorry, correction. Friendship Memorial is who it was. 42-14 was that score in that one. Common opponent was the Lamesa game. Muleshoe beating Lamesa 32-24. Littlefield winning that game 49-47, a little bit closer in that one. Keeping an eye on that one. That was week 1. I remember kind of going back and forth between our Brownfield game and kind of watching that one and Littlefield. And it was kind of very back and forth. Lamesa did kind of pull away in that one just a little bit, but Littlefield came back and won that one. That was a home game for Littlefield. Of course, the loss to Slayton, 49-33, set them up in an 0-1 position. You know, Littlefield in a not necessarily a must-win. You know, you still got a couple more district games, but getting a win here for Littlefield would be nice. But Muleshoe looking to keep the momentum ahead. You know, looking ahead, you have Slayton. That one's going to be a home game next week. Then you have a bye week. Then you got to go play Idalou and Idalou. So 3 tough games to finish out the season here in Littlefield, Slayton, and then Idalou. For your Littlefield Wildcat roster, you have number 1, Jaden Barrow, 2, Gabriel Mata, 3, Eddie Gomez, 4, Cooper Price, 5, Nate Castienda, 6, Blayton Solis, 7, Jacob Silvis, 8, Ben Castillo, 9, Avex Aguilar, 10, Jacob Fuentes, 11, Zane Champion, 12, Sammy Signs, 15, Romeo Calderado, 22, Dawson Atkins, 32, Jonas Camacho, 33, Daniel Rios, 41, Jonah Ramirez, 50, CJ Weaver, 51, Tate Clark, 52, Ivan Hernandez, 54, James Lockridge, 55, Uriel Ibarra, 62, Elijah Rodriguez, 63, Diego Lopez, 64, AJ Cantu. 66, JJ Gonzalez. 75, Andrew Espinoza. 78, Noah Duran. 88, Jose Pea. Head coaches Bo Bryant for the Wildcats. The superintendent is Mitch McNeese. Now for your Muleshoe lineup, you have number 0, Ram Regalado. He's a sophomore wide receiver linebacker, 5'9", 145. Number 1, Mauro Hernandez, senior wide receiver defense back, 5'8", 150. Number 2, Noah Hernandez, junior wide receiver defense back, 5'10", 150. 3, Aiden Garcia, sophomore wide receiver defense back, 5'9", 150. 4, Eduardo Sainz, senior running back linebacker, 5'11", 175. Number 5, Aiden Hinoza, senior wide receiver defense back, 5'8", 150. 6, Johnny Hernandez, senior wide receiver defense back, 5'7", 140. Number 7, Blaine Klafka, senior tight end defensive line, 6'2", 230. Number 8, Glenn Fleming, the freshman wide receiver defensive back, 5'8", 145. Number 9, Andrew Hermio, junior wide receiver linebacker, 5'10", 170. Number 10, Josue Sigala, junior quarterback, running back, linebacker, 5'10", 170. Number 11, Chris Tover, junior wide receiver defensive back, 5'8", 140. Number 13, Luis Valles, senior wide receiver defensive back, 5'9", 145. 17, Nehemiah Sanchez, senior running back linebacker, 5'11", 165, senior. Number 19, Brayton Butler, senior quarterback, tight end, defensive line, 6'1", 225. Number 20, Jaden Agundiaz, junior tight end linebacker, 5'9", 160. 22, Ryan Lopez, junior running back linebacker, 5'7", 160. 23, Trayshawn Gomez, junior wide receiver defensive back, 5'10", 145. 24, Davian Sital, junior running back linebacker, 5'10", 160. 25, Jesus Rodriguez, senior offensive line, defensive line, 5'9", 190. 50, Evan Jenkins, junior offensive line, defensive line, 5'10", 185. 51, Alonzo Ramirez, senior offensive line, defensive line, 5'10", 205. 54, Thomas Fleming, junior offensive line, defensive line, 5'9", 170. 55, Dallas Barone, junior offensive line, defensive line, 5'10", 230. 60, Tony Rodriguez, senior offensive line, defensive line, 6'3", 275. 72, Jake Villanueva, senior offensive line, defensive line, 6'1", 210. Daniel Mendoza, number 74, senior offensive line, defensive line, 5'10", 225. Diego Molina, 75, senior offensive line, defensive line, 5'10", 270. Superintendent is Mr. Scott Bicknell. Principal is Miss Cindy Basir. Your athletic director and football coach is Bo Dickinson. Offensive coordinator Aaron Witten. Defensive coordinator Jay McCook. Assistant coaches are listed: Stephen Butler, AJ Villanueva, Kyler Musgrave, Gabe Harris, Justin Reyna, Brody Sutterfield, Adrian Bustillos, Marcus Herrera, John Chavez, and Ruben Tellez. We'll be back for the War on 84. You are watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. We are live on the War on 84. Coming to you under the Friday Night Lights with MuleshoeTV.com. Back to receive is number 10, Josue Sigala. Kicking it away is Nate Costienda. And that's just going to be a little squib. Rolls on the ground, goes past, but Josue Sigala will get it, and he will get upfield, and will be brought out. talk about a game of back and forth every year for the past couple of years. This game has been within a possession's reach, and it's going to be a fun night in Wildcat Stadium. Josue Sigala and company now out on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for Muleshoe. Ball will be located at the 29-yard line. And it seems there's a problem with the play clock. Muleshoe 1-0 in district play so far on this season. Of course, we've been through just 1 week so far of district play. Littlefield 0-1 looking for their first win in district play. Muleshoe trying to stay perfect in district play. Welcome back. It's going to be 1st and 10 after the play clock was fixed. Josue Sigala will carry it up the middle. I have a few big boys push him forward. Be a gain of a couple. This is the start of the game. It will be 2nd down and 6 for your Muleshoe Mules. We go 2nd down. Sigala, the quarterback. Sital, the running back, going up the right side. A little bit closer to the sticks. A good carry by Sital. Makes it 3rd and 3. And this is going to be one of those games where you're just going to have to grind it out on offense. Wildcats stacking the box continuously. It wouldn't surprise me if you tried to throw one just a little bit overhead, just kind of in your earlier down plays. Running has been the bread and butter of this Muleshoe offense so far this season. You have a lot of different players that can do it, but Josue Sigala leading the way. Here we go, 3rd and 3. Sigala up the middle, trying to push forward, and he does. 1st down, Muleshoe. Fresh set of downs for this Muleshoe offense. Looking off to the sideline as coach is sending the play over, courtesy of Chris Tovar. And this is what you're wanting to do. You want a nice, methodical football, make your way downfield, take a lot of time off the clock, keep the ball out of the hands of the dangerous Wildcat offense. Here we go, Sigala taking a direct snap, going up the right side. It will gain a couple. 2nd down and 7. Second down, and it's going to be a long 7 for this Muleshoe offense. Sigala and company now out on the field. To the right, Sigala is Sital. Here we go, Sigala takes it, hands it off, and that's not going to go much of anywhere. Couple on the play.
6.
That's going to be Johnny Hernandez with the carry. Make it 3rd and 6. Man, this is a 3rd and long situation. You're going to have to find a way to get 6 yards against a very tough Littlefield defense, but Muleshoe up front really strong. Should be able to get some push in there. Low snap. Seagala's going to take it up the middle. It seems like he might be a yard short. Fourth and 2.
Go!
If you're Muleshoe, you know, within 3 yards of the sticks, it's more than likely to go for it. Stacking the boxes, Littlefield, they are pressing the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Sigala carries, gets out ahead. That should be enough for the first down. First down, Muleshoe. Muleshoe burning, you know, so much time off of this game already. 7:22 left in this first quarter. First and 10 for a set of downs for this Muleshoe offense. Ball will now be at the 47 of the Wildcats. Low snap again. Sigala's just going to take it himself. He has some green grass on the left side. He's going to break away from the tackle, go down the sideline. Touchdown, Muleshoe, 47 yards. Josue Sigala. Talk about taking a bad situation and turning it into something purely gold. 6-0, Muleshoe strikes first, 6:35 left in this first quarter. Ram Regalado to attempt the PAT. Josue Sigala, you're be the one taking the snap. Here we go. Snap is good. Kick is not good. It bounces off the uprights, and that keeps the score 6-0. We'll be back for your kickoff. 47 yards to the house. Josue Sigala. You are watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 47 to the house is what Sigala did. Extra point, not good. Keeps it at 6-0. Muleshoe on top. Muleshoe strikes first with 6:35 left in this first quarter. Wearing a lot of time off the clock. 12 Sammy Signs back to receive for the Wildcats. And that's going to be a delay of game. So going back 5 yards is what Muleshoe will do with that delay game, but Ram Regalado now ready to kick it off. Back to receive is going to be number 12, Sammy Signs. And Ram's kick will go end over end out to Cooper Price, who will take a fair catch. Ball will be placed at the 42. Great field position, great starting position for this Wildcat offense. Muleshoe's defense has been a mix of emotions throughout the year. You know, really stout when they need to be, but looking to try to shut out this offense that is the Wildcats. Here we go, man in motion. It's going to be Price. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be 6, and 17 is there for the tackle. That is Nehemiah Sanchez getting in the backfield, but the Wildcats quick to reset. Solis with the carry. Here we go, and that's going to be a false start. Nobody was set on that one. Signs and Company looking off to the sideline. 2nd down and 15. Signs. It's going to be a option, and he's going to keep himself on the quarterback read. Excuse me, quarterback read, not option. Gets it back up to 6, 3rd down and 10. Quick set up for this offense. Quick pass out is going to go deep, and no good. And here comes the flags on that one. Ram Regalado got there just a little bit early. And that pass interference is going to give a 1st down to this Wildcat offense after you had him 3rd and 10. And this is the mental errors that cannot happen with this Muleshoe defense. 5:44 left in the 1st quarter. Muleshoe good the first 3 plays, but bad play on the 2nd side. And here we go. Tackle in the backfield. That's going to be number 7. That's Blaine Klapka getting in the backfield. Flags on the play. It looks like holding on the Wildcats. Looks like the penalty. So no penalty on the play. 2nd down and outside the sticks. Looks like 2nd down and about 14 for this Wildcat offense. You have 2 receivers at the top of your screen. 2 at the bottom of your screen. Here we go. Screen, and it looks like it's going to go out to number 1, and he's going to finally be brought down by Nehemiah Sanchez, number 17. That was number 1, Jaden Barrow. Will bring it within the yard of the sticks. 3rd down, quick setup for this Wildcat offense. And here we go, tackle in the backfield, but he's going to spin out of it. Solis looks like he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, or 1 yard. Here we go, 4th down and short for this Wildcat offense. Muleshoe looking to get a stop. Signs. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to have space up the middle. It's going to finally be brought down. So fresh set of downs for this Wildcat offense, and boy, they are moving down the field. Here we go. Signs looking, pass, caught, 1, tackled. Barrio with the reception. Signs, handoff, 6 up the middle. And he's going to break a few tackles to get inside the 5. It's going to be Solis with the carry. Here we go. Signs. Keeper himself scrambling, going up the middle, and touchdown. And they too respond with a touchdown, 4 yards. It's going to be Sammy Signs with the keeper, all knotted up, 4:16 in his 1st quarter of play. The kick is up and through the uprights, good. Courtesy of Barrio, 7-6, Wildcats in the lead. We will be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back to your kickoff, 7-6 here in Littlefield, Texas. Wildcats on top after responding to Muleshoe's touchdown. It was just a 4-yard keeper by number 12, Sammy Signs. Back to receive this kick is going to be Josue Sigala. And that kick's going to go end over end. That's going to be Fleming who's going to take it, and he's going to get up to the middle of the field, or the middle part of the field, but will be tackled at around the 32-33 yard line. Should be a good starting point for this Muleshoe offense. And this has been this Muleshoe offense all season. Muleshoe's offense all season just run, and then finally just break free. You know, they impose their will on you and find a way to score. Sigala and company out on the field. Chris Tovar bringing the play out. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top of your screen. Sital to the right of Sigala. Here we go. 6 in motion. Handoff. Sital. Nowhere to go. Will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's a first loss of yards for this Muleshoe offense in this game. Sigala, the quarterback, sends a man in motion, and that's going to be a handoff to number 2. That's going to be Noah Hernandez, who's going to break just a little bit free. Will get near the first down marker. Let's see what they say. And they're going to say first down. Noah Hernandez with a good carry. Coach now sending Hernandez out with the play to Sigala and company. Clock stopped at 3:28 here in this first quarter. Sigala sends a man in motion. It's going to be Hernandez. Sigala's just going to keep himself, try to follow his blockers, but nowhere to go. Second down and 10. Three minutes left in this first quarter. So Luis Valles now coming out onto the field with the play from Coach. Sital to the left of Sigala, excuse me. Here we go. Sigala's just going to take it himself, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and then driven backwards. And at some point, you're going to have to try to find the outside edge or try to force something inside. Littlefield stacking the box with way more guys than what Muleshoe has on the line of scrimmage. Approaching a 2-minute mark in this first quarter. 7-6 is our score in favor of the Wildcats. This is a 3rd and 10 for this Muleshoe offense, and you don't want to give the ball back to this Littlefield offense. Man in motion is Sital. Sigala all by himself. Sigala dropping back. He's in trouble. He's going to have to get away. He's going to escape one player. He's going to pass it downfield. Has an open player just outside of the reach. The Davian Sital punt team coming out. Just another offensive stall in this Muleshoe offense. 146 left in this first quarter. Got 2 different players back to receive. And Sigala's kick is going to be end over end. And it's going to be number 2, Mata, who's going to take it. He's going to go up the right side. And he has good blockers in front of him. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. And another good field position starting for this Wildcat offense. So if you're Muleshoe's defense, I mean, you can't really hang your head on the last drive. You know, now you know what to expect. You've had them in 3rd and long situations several times. So if you're Muleshoe's defense, you're going to have to definitely find a way, as the officiating crew is going to talk to Coach. And here we go now. Everything is coming back. 132, first and 10 for this Wildcat offense. This will be their second drive in this one. They lead 7-6. Muleshoe looking to get a stop. Signs sends a man in motion. It's going to be Price. And here comes the blitz. Signs is going to pass it deep. Has an open receiver. And no good on that one. Zane Champion is the intended receiver on that one. I tell you what, Zane was wide open, but that ball had just a little bit too much air on it. Ram Regalado there to kind of break up that pass. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Another pass, and that's just going to be just a little high for the intended receiver, Zane Champion. Now, I think there was 2 wrong routes there. You had Gabriel Mata, who was just in line with that ball with Champion. I think that pass was meant for him instead of Zane. Stops the clock at 1:17. This is a 3rd and 10. This is an opportunity right here to force a punt. Empty backfield for Signs. Signs drops back, looking to his left. He's going to launch it deep and has a chance again. It's going to be almost picked off. That was Ben Fleming to break up the pass and had a hand on it and almost picked it off. So far, what you know is Signs really airs that ball out. If you're the defense, if you're that secondary, and he'll zip it within 10 yards. He is throwing a lot of air underneath that ball and giving a lot of one-on-one chance. Jaden Barrio to punt it away. Barrio's punt is going to go straight into Sigala's hands, so he's going to be tackled almost immediately. Both teams able to stop each other in this one, so the offenses do bleed in both of these teams. Now both defenses know that, but if you're Muleshoe, this is a chance right here to kind of get you back on track on this one. 1 minute left in this first quarter. Sigala and company will now be out on the field. You did have a open receiver on this last play, so empty backfields for Sigala. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be to Sata on the jet sweep. Ball started on the 19, still there on the 19. No gain on the play for this Muleshoe offense. If anything, you want to try to get at least closer to midfield just in case if a 4th down does come and you need a punt away. You really kind of change the field over. The Wildcats, the good punt, sending you deep into your own territory. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Sigala is going to keep it himself, going up the left side. Now keep the clock running with 5 seconds left in this first quarter, and that will be the end of this quarter number 1. 7-6 is your score, and this Wildcats on top of Muleshoe has the ball. We're going to flip sides. We'll be right back. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. into your second quarter, 7-6 your score. Muleshoe trailing, but has the ball after a good defensive stop. Gone company out on the field. Sital to his right. Snap. Rolling out to his right is Sigala. He's going to pass it, and that ball is going to be caught. They're going to say catch. It's Blaine Klapka with the catch. Enough for the first down. It was a great catch by Klapka, and he kept feet inbounds. Did a really good job of just recognizing where he was. The tight end with a big catch to convert first down. And that's what this Muleshoe offense is doing. They just chip away, push down of bounds. 11:30 clock running in the second quarter. Now Littlefield will get the ball to start this second half of football. Sigala, the quarterback to the left, is Sital. Man in motion is 6. He's going to carry it. That's Hernandez going up the middle. We'll have a good run, good chunk of yards for Johnny Hernandez. And that's the thing with Muleshoe. They have a lot of different weapons on this offense. You know, you got Sigala quarterback, you have Johnny Hernandez, and also, you know, Davian Sital. No, Hernandez with really good hands, able to really can. He can make something out of nothing. Most of this team can. A lot of athletes on this team. Here we go, audible. Sigala is going to take it himself. He's going to go up the middle. Will break. Oh, no. Shoelace tackled, but a first down for Josue Sigala. And boy, oh boy, you had one man and all the free real estate in the world in front of him. First and 10 Muleshoe. Ball will be located into Wildcat territory at the 48-yard line. Sital to the right of Sigala. Here we go, same thing as last time. Sigala, it's going to be a handoff to Hernandez. In the round for Hernandez will be good for a few yards. And man, like I said, you got a lot you can do. But here's the thing, like Littlefield, all these teams that do play have really stacked the box, but Littlefield is just really stacking the box. It makes me wonder, you know, can you just run a little wheel route, maybe have just a slight post, get your fastest player to just go deep and see if Sigala can just toss one out there. Here we go, second down and 7. Sigala, direct snap, takes it up the right side, gain a couple. 3rd and 5. And really 3rd and 4. Luis Valle is coming out with the play for Sigala and company. Third down, 4. Sigala, handoff, no, keeper himself on the read. First down. It's going to go up the left side, break a few tackles, and finally forced out of bounds. Another good decision by Josue Sigala. Really good read by him. And that's the big impressive thing with Josue Sigala in the season. He's coming at quarterback, but is also, you know, reading the defense like that, coming in like that, starting to read the defense and trying to learn what to see in that defense. But at this stage, you know, really impressive what he's been able to do this season. Fresh set down, Sigala, pass to Hernandez. Little screen for the Muleshoe offense will give about 4 yards, second down and 6. They're going to give him an extra second down and 5. 8:35 left in this first half of football. Sigala now sends the tall to his right. Sigala is going to take it, going to find the outside edge. There's going to be a holding call that will be coming back. But I think it may be negated by a face mask. Sigala was brought down kind of in that face mask area, but let's see what they say. Holding on offense. The second flag came in around the tackle, and I think that was meant for the holding. So second down and short will turn into second down outside the sticks. And this is where a little bit of that adversity comes in. You are in 4-down territory right here, so you have 4 downs to get the first down, but coming in at about 3 yards of play right now. Three, maybe 4 yards of play at this moment. Sigala, right left of him is tall. But Sigala fumbles it on the ground. And that's going to be Littlefield's ball. Mental mistake on that play. Muleshoe making it downfield. Penalty drops you back, and then a fumble gives the ball away. That's supposed to be just a little end around. And nothing there for it. Now the momentum shifting to the Wildcats. And now the game clock says 0. So as that gets sorted out real quick, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back after the clock is fixed. It's 1st and 10 for Sammy Signs and company. Here we go. Signs is going to keep himself. He's going to get to the outside edge. It's not going to be tackled, and we'll get a first down. Here we go. Pass out. That will be caught this time, but ball is going to be thrown up. Pass will be incomplete. Wasn't able to hang on to that one. That was Jacob Fuentes. I'm sorry, Zayden Champion, 11. Correction, 3rd down and 1. Signs, handoff up the middle, 6, first down. And he breaks free. He's going to be finally brought down. Edsel with the carry, and he brought a lot of spunk with that run. Clock continuing to run. Now Signs is going to keep it himself. Big hole up the middle. He's finally going to be tackled. This offense is not going to stop. They're going to keep bringing all sorts of different looks at you, but here we go. Handoff. First down. This is just very tough Littlefield team so far. Signs keeping himself up the middle. It's open again, and he's going to get in for the touchdown with a second effort reach. Wildcats strike within 30 seconds. Kick is good. 14-6. You're scoring this one. 6:59 left in the second quarter. We'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 6:59 in the second quarter. 14-6. You're scoring this one. Muleshoe. in some trouble. That's going to be Hernandez who's going to take that catch. And Muleshoe will have some really good field position to start. And nothing the Muleshoe offense has done wrong in this one. You're talking about one mental error, one mental mistake. It's just a fumble, and I tell you what, that ball was like a pinball moving around the field on that fumble, and just landed on the near a Wildcat and there to receive it. But if you're Muleshoe, you got to overcome this adversity. You got a ball game to win. You got a lot of time left. Sigala passing it out. 13 will make the catch. Luis Valles. And if you're Muleshoe, you can, in all honesty, you can go downfield and tie it up and leave hardly anything left on this game clock. But it took Littlefield a little under, I think it was like 42, 45 seconds to score on that last drive. Sigala to the left of him is Satal. Sigala looking, has an open, that's Ben Fleming just outside of his reach. I'm sorry, that was number 6, Johnny Hernandez. And that was just, it's a little too much air on the pass, and you know what? That was it right there. I think you try to find that at some point again tonight. Here we go. Sigala's going to take it himself. He's going to go up the left side and hit. He will gain a yard. Should be enough for the first down, I think. The chain crew is going to come out. All right, welcome back. We're getting a measurement right here. It looks like Muleshoe is going to be short by the hair of my chin. So fourth down and inches for this Muleshoe offense. So 5:42 left, fourth down and inches. You're down 14-6, you're going for it. And this is a very important couple inches right here. Sigala is going to take it himself. He's going to get the first down. So forward progress will give the first down for the Muleshoe Mules. There we go. That was a big first down that you needed to get. So first down keeps the clock running, keeps the chains moving. Good job to this Muleshoe offense. You got Noah Hernandez coming out with the play now with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Littlefield will receive the ball to start the second half of football. Muleshoe try to burn as much time off as he can, which is something that they're really good at. Sigala, quarterback. Sigala's going to take it himself, go up the right side. It's going to be hit, but we'll have a gain of a couple. A little bit more than that. Nice field position for the Muleshoe Mules on that last play. Some extra yardage. Second down and 5 for the Mules. .18 left in this second quarter of play. Be under 4 minutes on this next one. Sigala, I'm sorry, that's Satal taking the direct snap now. And Seagal was back there, but he was on the other side of Siddal. Now Siddal took the direct snap and went about 2 yards shy of the first down. Sanchez and Hernandez, no Hernandez now coming in. That's Nehemiah Sanchez, who will be in the backfield with Sigala. Here we go, 3rd down and short. Sigala is going to take it himself. He's going to push forward, and he may be a yard shy. Let's see what they say. I think it might be a yard shy. And that's what he would be, about a yard shy. I wouldn't even say that. The ball's in between where they need to be for that first down, between the 2 yard lines. It's really like a 4th down and another 4th down in inches. 2:50 left in the second quarter. Tell you what, Muleshoe's doing a good job at managing this clock, but it means nothing. You can't convert here and score. Here we go. Littlefield just stacking the box, and coach is going to take a timeout. 14-6 in the second quarter, 2:35 left. Timeout called by Muleshoe. We'll be back. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. Big 4th down here for this Muleshoe offense. Sigala, the quarterback, he's going to take it himself. He's going to go up the middle. That's enough for a first down. First down, Muleshoe. Second chance effort by Josue Sigala keeps the clock running and will keep the sticks moving. Luis Valles bring the play out. Nehemiah Sanchez to the right of Sigala, and 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. All right, welcome back. After that 2-minute warning, it's fresh set down. It's 1st and 10 for Muleshoe. It's a Wildcat territory at the 36. Sigala handoff is going to go to number 6, Hernandez. So Hernandez will take it for maybe a yard. And now Hernandez is down. We're going to take a break. 1:39 left to end this second quarter. Muleshoe driving down the field. We'll be right back. Welcome back after that injury timeout. 1:39 left in this second quarter. It's number 6, Johnny Hernandez, helped off the field. He was able to kind of walk on his own just a little bit. We hope everything's fine for the senior. Here we go, 2nd down and 9 for this Muleshoe offense. Nehemiah Sanchez to the left of number 10, Josue Sigala. Sigala's going to chunk it deep, and that ball's going to be out of reach, but there should have been a pass interference there, but no pass interference will make it 3rd and 9. And that was a really well-placed pass by Josue Sigala. He really put it up there, gave a chance for his receiver to get it, but I really, in that play, you know, if you go back, really would have liked to see him just take it and run it up the right side. He had all sorts of real estate up the right side. Here we go, Sigala in trouble. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's just going to keep this up, but we'll pass it to 24, David Sital, who will get upfield for a first down. And that is the dangers of Josue Sigala. You know, he can run, he can pass while he runs it. It's very accurate, very dangerous. 52 seconds left, and Muleshoe will spike the ball. clock will be stopped at 50 seconds. Play clock running, 30 seconds left there. 14-6. Muleshoe would really like to tie it up going into halftime. Littlefield will get the ball to start the second half of football. Sital to the right of Sigala. And you got a little tight formation. And timeout. Littlefield. Coach was not liking what he was seeing. Everybody was really confused. And here we go. 50 seconds left. We'll be back after this timeout break. Welcome back. 50 seconds left in this first half of football. Muleshoe looking to score. 2nd and 10. Sigala dropping back, looking to his right. Pass to Ben Fleming. Fleming is going to try to break out of one tackle, but will not be able to. You're going to have to get a play fast. This is different style for Muleshoe than the slow style football that you're used to seeing normally, and coach is going to call timeout. Muleshoe with their second timeout, 36 seconds left. Be 3rd down and 5 when we come back. Welcome back. One timeout left for the Muleshoe Mules. 36 seconds left in this first half of football. You got to score down here in the red zone. Sigala rolling to his left is going to pass it, and that ball is going to be caught. That's Blaine Klafka again with another catch. It's going to be 1st and goal. Ball will be at about the 5 or 6 yard line. Sigala and Sital in the backfield. Sigala, the quarterback, to right him. Sital. Sigala's just going to take it himself. He's going to go find a little bit of a hole. Keep fighting up front. And that's going to be a no gain. 2nd and goal. Timeout. Muleshoe. That will be their final timeout. 18 seconds left in this first half of football. We'll be right back after this timeout. All right, 2nd and goal for this Muleshoe team. You got 2 plays. 18 seconds left in this first half. Sigala's going to take it himself. He's going to pass, and the ball's just going to be short of his intended receiver. Well, now you have 2 plays. You know, Blaine Klafka, the intended receiver, but that ball was just way short of him. He was wide open. Great play design by Coach Bo. Now, you got to sit here and think, you know, what do you want to do? And I think you try to find a way to get the ball into the hands of either Johnny Hernandez or, Sigala and Johnny Hernandez are your 2 better runners, playmakers on this team, and that's what Sigala's going to do. He's going to run out to his left. He's going to go way back. He's going to have to get rid of it, and we'll pass it deep, and that ball's going to be caught by Klafka. Touchdown, Muleshoe! It was a ball thrown in the air for some hope. And boy, hope has arrived in the way of Klafka. Oh boy, talk about playmaker. Sigala ran probably about 20 to 30 yards to get that pass off, and it was 3rd and goal. Here we go, 2-point attempt. Sigala, look, he's just going to take it himself. He's going to have to try to get in there, and he does not. It's going to make the score 14-12 going into halftime. We'll be right back. Make sure you stick around for your second half of the war on 84. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. your second half of football. There's a flag on the field. So it's going to be offsides on Muleshoe on this kickoff. 14-12 our score. Muleshoe did score at the end of that first half of football. So now we will retry for this kickoff. Ram Regalado to kick it away for the Muleshoe Mules. Back to receive is Sammy Signs. Coach is trying to figure out what's going on with the penalty. There was an offsides penalty on Muleshoe after that onside attempt, which would negate that, put the ball back 5 yards at the 35 for kickoff for Ram Regalado and company. Kick is going to be up and will go out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So this one now set up shop for Littlefield, and how do I describe the offense? Well, it's like a microwave. Just very fast to do whatever you need, and they definitely get the job done. Only 3 possessions, scoring on 2 of them. Muleshoe doing a good job keeping the ball out of their hands, and if you're Muleshoe, you're going to have to find a turnover or something. Signs sends a man in motion. He's going to take it himself up the middle and has another hole to run through. And that's going to be a gain of about 7. Second down and 3 for your Muleshoe Mules. Or for Littlefield Wildcats, apologies. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. First down. Some space to go for number 6, Blayton Solis. And that's where Muleshoe's going to have to really dig right here. Signs, draws back, screen pass, out to Champion. Champion, it's going to be brought out. Second down and a couple on that play will make it second down and 8 for the Wildcats. Signs, he's going to keep it himself. And Muleshoe was able to get on that one relatively quick. Third down and 5 for the Wildcats. You know, this is 4-down territory too for the Wildcats. They've been known to go for it down in this side of the field. Here we go, Wildcats. Signs and company now looking off to the side. Solis to the right of Signs. Now will move what looks like to probably the left. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, one at the top of your screen. Solis now moving back to the right. Dropping back. Signs looking. Pass. Caught by number 2. It's going to be brought down, but that's good enough for a first down. That's Gabriel Mata. So Signs pass complete. Really good route run by Mata. Muleshoe's just kind of backed out just a little. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Big hit by Klapka. Getting into the backfield.
Let's go! Let's go!
So second down. Dropping back his Signs. He's going to go deep, and that ball is going to be not caught. In and out of the hands of number 2, Gabriel Mata. Third down and 13 for this Wildcat offense. It's 4-down territory, you know. So you just need to get it back in between the sticks, but if you're Muleshoe, you want to keep him outside of that. Watch the run up the middle again by Signs as he sends Solis in motion. Not liking what they see. Got 8 seconds left on the play clock. Signs drops back, looking to his left, screen out to number 2, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Finally brought down. That was number 17, Nehemiah Sanchez, getting out there, and then number 6, Johnny Hernandez, to clean it up. 4th down and long. Big turnaround for this defense. Here we go. Signs all by himself in the backfield, looking off to coach on the sideline. 2 receivers at the top, at the bottom of your screen, 3 at the top of your screen. Watch for a screen at the top of your screen. I don't know. You could also have Signs taking it, and it looks like he's going to do that. He's going to take off running, and he's going to pass it deep, has an open receiver, and that ball is caught. Touchdown. 20-12 is now your score here in Littlefield, Texas, with Littlefield on top, Muleshoe trailing, and kick is end over end good, and that was just good effort by the wide receiver, being the Muleshoe defensive back there on that last play. 21-12. We'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. Big touchdown by the Wildcats. They were 4th down and very, very long, and scored on a 1 pass by Signs. Barrett going to kick it away to to Josue Segala. That's going to go to Ram Regalado. He's going to have really not much of anywhere to go. A pack of Wildcats there to make the tackle. Set up 1st and 10 for this Muleshoe offense. Josue Segala and company now coming out. 2 minutes off of this quarter and the Wildcats score, but I'll tell you what, Muleshoe had it to where they were, I mean, you'll know what's going to happen, but, you know, the 4th down and you're way outside the sticks, you know. Very hard to convert there, but nevertheless, you're going to have to go score here. Segala taking it up the right side. Segala has some room. It's going to go around the edge, and here's the holding call. It's going to be on the outside.
Get it together! Here we go!
And once again, holding on Muleshoe.
He grabbed our helmet! High ball rep and you know it! Keep working, Mules! Let's go!
So repeat 1st down will negate the conversion of the 1st down. We'll take it 1st down and 8. Segala going up the left side. He's going to try to make something right here, and he will be just swarmed by a lot of Wildcats on that last tackle. Make it 2nd down and 4 for this Muleshoe offense, and as I said, Muleshoe slow, methodical, making their way down the field. 8:14 left in this 3rd quarter here in Littlefield, Texas. Segala carries. Segala breaks out just a little bit, but a touchdown saving tackle by number 7, Jacob Silvas. But 1st down, Muleshoe. .740 left in this third quarter of play. First and 10. First set downs for his Muleshoe offense. Seagal and company out on the field. To the left of him is Sital. One receiver at the top of your screen is going to be Hernandez. Carry by Sigala will go a few yards. Second down and 7. Maybe even 6. Yeah, second down and 6 for this Muleshoe offense. And this is just this tough grind offense. You know, they wear down defenses like crazy running the ball like this. Here we go. Sigala running to his right, finds open space, has open real estate, has one man to beat, going down the sideline, no flags on the play, touchdown, Muleshoe, Jose Sigala, 45 yards. 6:27 left, and Muleshoe says, hey, we can score really fast too. And if you're coach, you're going to have to go for 2 for this one. 18-21 is your score. Kind of bring it within 1. Big touchdown by Jose Sigala. 6:27 left in this third quarter of play. Let's see, that is number 2, Noah Hernandez, coming in with the play to Sigala and company. Where would you see here? You know, you can't really fully rely on Sigala down here in the end zone. You know, he's a playmaker, but Littlefield is expecting it. You're going to have to try to do something that's going to throw Littlefield off to get this 2-point conversion. This is a big one right here. Sigala is going to take it up and will not get in. He's a yard shy. And that really hurts. That puts you down 3 now. 21-18 is your score. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. Touchdown courtesy of 10, Jose Sigala to the house. Unfortunately, did not get the 2-point conversion. 6:27 left in the third quarter. 21-18 our score here in Wildcat Stadium. Ram Regalado to kick it away. That kick's going to go end over end. And that went to number 1, Jaden Barrio. And he had a knee on the ground when he did catch that. And that will spot the ball at the 35. Muleshoe's defense, good until one play. And this has happened multiple times throughout the season where you've really locked up a team. It's a third and super long. It's a fourth and outside the sticks. And it's just one play score or one big chunk play that gets a first down and some extra stuff. And man, I mean, you're down 21-18. You scored the same amount of touchdowns. Just didn't really execute on the extra points. But now you put yourself in a hole where you're going to have to force a turnover at some point in this one to get the lead and some at some point. So within these next quarter and a half, 6:26 left in the third quarter, you're going to find a way to get 2 turnovers of some sort. Go up 2 scores. It's just such a difference in score right now with the 3 points. It makes such a big difference in games like this as Littlefield will come out first and 10. It's going to be Signs who's going to roll out and find a really good pass to Champion, but Champion no match for that Muleshoe defense. They're on the tackle, only a gain of a couple, second down and 8. Here we go, keeper. And hit in the backfield is going to be Signs by Hosts of Mules. 60-72. It's Tony Rodriguez and Jake Villanueva. Here we go, third down outside the sticks, and this is where you cannot give up anything right here. Here we go, pass, deep pass, and there it was. And that's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, and Littlefield will go for this one. Watch the screen at the bottom of your screen. There's stacked receivers. Watch for that screen by Signs. Here we go, no, it's going to be a keeper by Signs. He's in the backfield. He did not get there. They're going to say first down, I think. The officiating crew gave it to the Littlefield Wildcats first down. That's going to be another first down. Here we go. Hit, no gain on the play. That was Klafka with the hit and tackle. Here we go, Signs looking out. And that ball's going to be caught. And Muleshoe's going to have to find a tackle somewhere. This champion was able to escape 3 mules and finally brought down, but third down and 4 for this Wildcat offense. Now moving really fast. Handoff, 33 up the middle. And nowhere to go.
The line wasn't set! You gotta watch the movement!
And now they call a face mask on Muleshoe, which would be a first down. And this officiating crew really doing a number on this game so far. Here we go, handoff up the middle.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's
go! Here we go, tackle, flag on the play. That one should be holding on Littlefield. And now there's an injured player out on the field. 3:39 left in this third quarter. 21-18 your score. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back after that injury timeout. That's going to be number 12, Signs, who's in trouble. It's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Number 50, Evan Jenkins was the injured Muleshoe player, but he was able to get up on his own and walk off on his own, so we hope all is well for him. Fans being loud in this one right here. Signs, deep, ball, caught, touchdown. Broken coverage again for this Muleshoe defense would lead to a touchdown for the Wildcats. 27-18. If you're Muleshoe, you're going to have to block this somehow. Try to get in the backfield, make a disruption. Jaden Barrow perfect on the 9th. Snap is a little high, and that kick may do it. It is no good. That helps out a little bit. 27-18 after that big touchdown by the Wildcats. Once again, we'll be right back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. Another third down and long touchdown. 27-18 now your score. Wildcats on top. And it's going to be a Little onside kick. But Thomas Fleming able to handle that one. So put Muleshoe in really good field position. I tell you what, both these teams had to be exhausted. You got a lot of players that play both the offensive and defensive side of the ball, but Muleshoe with the long drives, just being physical in front, but the Wildcats just, man, they have plays set up. They go down, they do a play, and the next thing you know, they already have another play set up. Low snap, Sigala keeping it himself, and Sigala's down. We're going to cut to break. 27-18 is our score in this one. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Both players, that's Sigala from Muleshoe and then Jacob Silvis from Littlefield, able to get up on their own, walk back to their sidelines, and in at quarterback will be 24 Satal. And here we go. Ball's going to be fumbled. And it's still going, and I'm trying to figure out whose ball it is. That's Littlefield's ball. And just a bad snap and hit Damian Satal in the kind of in the chin. He had to really reach down for that one, but. Man, game's not over yet. You got 2:23 left in this third quarter. You're not down by a lot, so you're going to have to figure out a way to really dig here. Stacked receivers at the bottom of your screen. That's going to be a carry by number 12, Signs. Another injured player on the field. So we will cut to break and we'll be right back. Welcome back after that injury timeout. Jake Villanueva able to get up on his own, but second down and 3 for the Wildcats. Signs handoff, 32 up the middle. That'll be enough for a gain of 1. It's Camacho with the carry. Ball's going to be passed to number 11. He's going to be hit. He will have the first down, though.
Blow that whistle early! Early for them! Come on now!
First and 10, handoff, Camacho, and it's going to be Klafka who gets in the backfield, but and there's a injured player on the field, 1:13 in the third quarter. We're going to take a break. Welcome back. Evan Jenkins able to get up on his own and off the field, and let's get some football going. Second down and 9. Football's well with him. Signs keeping himself. He's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down. Here we go, once again, behind the sticks. Littlefield has 2 touchdowns tonight. Outside the 6, 3rd and long. Here we go. There's the pass that is always there. And that ball's going to be caught. But we'll be short, 4th down and a few. Here we go, big 4th down right here. Muleshoe's going to need this. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And timeout, Muleshoe. So Muleshoe will take a timeout, so will we. 27-18 in the third quarter. We'll be right back. Welcome back. 4th down and 2. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Big 4th down here for this Muleshoe defense to try to get a stop. There's going to be a hand up off the middle, and he's going to drag the Muleshoe players forward. And they're going to give him a first down. that's going to be a 4th down conversion, 1st and 10. Here we go. Signs dropping back. It's going to go deep, and that's going to be a touchdown. Bread in the basket to Barrio, and that has just been the story of this Muleshoe secondary. (33-18) Littlefield up. And this one with 6 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Kick is going to be up and good. 34-18. We'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 34-18 Littlefield on top. And just a very series of unfortunate events. That goes straight to Sigala, though. He's dangerous. Let's see if he can come up with something right here. Sigala has some open field, and he will get the ball up to about the 37-yard line. That will be the end of this 3rd quarter, 34-18. We'll be back for your 4th quarter. We're going to flip sides. Muleshoe looking to mount a comeback. Welcome to your 4th quarter here in Wildcat Stadium. Muleshoe trailing 34-18, and they have some work to do, down by 3 possessions. Josue Sigala and company out on the field. Sital to the left of him. Or here we go. Sigala is going to take it up the left side. There's not a whole lot of time left. This Muleshoe offense plays very aggressively passive, if that's the correct way to say it. They really just run the ball down the field. They do it in a very methodical manner to burn as much time off the clock as possible. The offense isn't really bad, but just a fumble, two fumbles in this one has just really just been what has caused this separation and score. Here we go, Sigala with another carry. He's going to bounce out up the left side. Will be brought down inbounds. So keep the clock running. 3rd down and about 7. And this is where teams start to get tired. And I know both these teams are exhausted with these very vastly different play styles, but one's very physical, one's very fast. So now you kind of look at it, 10:40 left in this 4th quarter. Muleshoe's going to have to score quickly, get a turnover on downs or some sort of turnover to try to force. Here we go. Hand off to Fleming. Fleming's going to be brought up. He's going to be short by about a yard. 2 yards. 4th down and 2. This is 4-down territory for this Muleshoe team, and you're going to have to convert here. You have no answer to this passing that the Wildcats have had in this game. There we go. Sigala's going to take it himself. He's going to put his hat down. They're going to say he was down, but this may not be enough. Let's see. And the chain crew is going to come out.
Sure generous when it's the other way around.
I thought they were a yard short and I gave it to them.
And that ball's going to be short, I think. Yeah, it's going to be short by a yard. So turnover on downs for this Muleshoe offense. Giving the ball back down 34-18 was not on the agenda of this drive, but Littlefield stacking the box, just keeping Muleshoe's offense one-dimensional. Here comes Signs and company. Signs is just going to pass it. That's going to be out to 11 Champion, who's going to go up the left edge, and here comes a flag. And that is in the area of holding, which I wonder if is what will get called, because, man, you know, Klavka coming off the edge has been held most of the night. And it's just now slowly getting called more and more. But that's what happens when your offensive lines are getting tired. They start making mistakes, and that's the two-edged sword of this style of offense for the Wildcats. It's like, sure, you're moving 100 miles an hour, but you're not bringing in players to refresh. It was an ineligible receiver downfield was what the penalty was. But 9:37 left in this 4th quarter. 34-18 is your score, and now you have the Littlefield Wildcats pushed outside the sticks. So now you got to sit there and you're going to have to take advantage of this if you're Muleshoe's defense. You got receivers stacked at the top of your screen, one at the bottom. Signs the quarterback. Handoff to 6 Solis, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. And Littlefield's going to try to run the clock down as much as possible. You know, they're going to want to run the ball. They're not going to try to rely on that pass. There's a few passes that could have been intercepted, and that's just something that the Wildcats don't want to try to do right here. And here we go, false start. So that's going to drive the ball even further back. Real 2nd and 20 for this Wildcat offense, and this is exactly what Muleshoe needed right here. 9 minutes left in the ball game. Muleshoe down 34-18, and Signs are brought down by number 10 Josue Sigala. Big shoelace tackle, 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. Signs all by himself in the backfield. Signs dropping back, looking to his right. Now he's in trouble. He's going to run out, throw it deep downfield, and that ball's caught by number 2, Gabriel Mata. And beating the secondary again is the Wildcats for a big touchdown. Another 3rd down and long, and just a passing touchdown. Jaden Barrio to attempt the PAT. Kick is going to be up and through the uprights. 8:16 left in this ball game. 41-18. Muleshoe in trouble. We'll be back for your kickoff. You are watching MuleshoeTV.com. I'm ready. Welcome back. 8:16 left in the 4th quarter. 41-18 Muleshoe. In desperate need of some points, turnovers, all the above. That's going to be an onside kick into the hands of Jaden Agundiez. Good hands by Agundiez will give Muleshoe actually some good field position, but man, now you have to figure out a way to get the ball downfield. Out on the field, and you've got to start passing the ball. You know, if you're running it, this teams are just stacking the box, and they're just bringing all they have. Here we go. Sigala, good blocks on the outside. Sigala with some room. Sigala with speed, and he outruns everyone. There it is. Fast in scoring to the house, 52 yards. 8:04 left in the 4th quarter. Muleshoe chips away, 24-41. Now your score. Muleshoe's going to go for 2, and you're going to have to get these 2 points. Convert here, you'll be down by 3 scores. Don't convert, you'll still be down by 3 scores. Sigala has open room to the right, and that pass is caught, and good! 2-point conversion, complete. 26-41, 8:04 left in this 4th quarter. We'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. To the house, 52 yards is what Josue Sigala just did. Chipped away at the score. 41-26 is now your score here in Littlefield, Texas. Muleshoe trailing by 3 scores, but still plenty of ball game left.
Get it, go get it, go get it.
And that was really good hands by number 10, Jacob Fuentes. But that will put the Wildcats at probably the worst starting position that they have had all night at the 26. If you're Muleshoe, defensively, it has been over your head. That is all it's been. You have handled business in the trenches, up front. But stuff coming, flying through the air over your head is where you have given it away to this Wildcat team. And it is time to make a difference here if you're this Muleshoe team. 8:04 left in the ball game. Got to find a stop. Evan Jenkins on the big tackle on Signs. Second down and 11. Loss of 1 on the play. Here we go. Signs with the carry again, and he's going to need to be brought down. He chips away at a lot of the lost yardage that there was. It makes it 3rd and 5. Here we go, back down again. They're not paying attention. Muleshoe's defense to the play. Now they do. Now, Littlefield changing the play. You know, they're so methodical right now. That's what they're trying to be. 7 minutes left in this ball game. Signs dropping back. He's in trouble, rolling out to his left, and he's just going to have to throw it away, and that ball is caught. That's a first down. That is another ball thrown over the heads of Muleshoe's players. Mata with another catch, and this has just been a kryptonite in Muleshoe's defense. To find an interception somewhere. As soon as Signs starts scrambling, and he's going to pass it on the side that he's scrambling, so you're going to have to see where that's coming from. Here we go. Handoff up the middle, and a gain of a couple. It's going to be Solis with the carry. And Littlefield will just move methodically down the field, burning as much time as they can. They will burn at least 2 minutes. If you force a 4th down, like a turnover, as long as they don't pass the ball and get an incompletion or anything like that, you're talking about 2 minutes, or really a minute 40, a minute 30 at this point. Here we go, handoff. Solis again, and Solis will get the first down. 5:20 left in this ball game. Muleshoe's time running out. 41-26 is your score. Signs going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's going to find a seam, and he's going to get the first down again. Big 11-yard run by the quarterback. I tell you what, both these teams are very tired, but just the style of football has just been played tonight by both these teams. Really, really tough, really grinding it out, and then just a fast physical style of the Wildcats have just, fourth quarter, you can tell that these players are really tired. Here we go. Solis with the carry, and really good job taking care of the ball. Muleshoe trying to take that one away. He will gain a couple, a little bit more than that. 2nd down and 6. Wildcats are saying, hey, we could play this game too. Let's for as much time that we can. Here we go. So it'll be Signs with the carry, find some open space, and he's just going to be brought down about a yard shy of the goal line. First and goal, ball at the 1. 3 minutes is what's left in this ball game. As the Wildcats are knocking on the door. There we go. Signs handoff. Solis, touchdown. Wildcats. 2:50 left in the fourth quarter. At 47-26 is your score in this one. To attempt the PAT, kick is going to be up and short, no good. Keeps the score 47-26, 2:50 left in the fourth quarter. Still some game left, but going to be hard to try to mount a comeback with that score. We'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back, 47-26, your score in this one. Big score by Littlefield, and not the final nail in the coffin yet, but man, the lid is definitely shut on this Muleshoe team. A little squib, and the fishing crew trying to figure out what's going on tonight. Anyone was ready for the kickoff. And we'll retry this one, I guess. 2:47 left in the fourth quarter, 47-26. A good squib by the Wildcats. That's going to go all the way down. Damian Satal is going to pick it up at the 5, and it's going to be brought down. Ball is out, and that is Littlefield's ball. And that right there will be the nail in the coffin in this one. More than likely, flags come out. It's probably unsportsmanlike conduct on Muleshoe's player getting really upset. So 2:42 left in this ball game. Down 47-26. You're going to have to come up with a turnover right here and score on that turnover. Signs the quarterback to the right of him, Solis. Here we go. Carried by Solis. It's going to be brought down. It's going to be, oh, there's a flag on the play. Offsides on Muleshoe. And cannot catch a break on the defensive side of the ball. Offsides will move the ball half the distance to the goal. So first and goal, ball will be located at the 1.5 yard line ish. Signs, handoff. Solis hit in the backfield by Muleshoe Mules. That's Nehemiah Sanchez and Josue Sigala in the backfield, along with Ram Regalado. This will go down to the 2-minute warning. 47-26 at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter is where we're at here in Wildcat Stadium. We'll be right back. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back from that 2-minute break. 47-26 your score in this one, and Muleshoe fumbled to give this position to the Wildcats right here on that kickoff, and here we go. That's going to be a pass out. Signs hit hard. Incomplete. Stop the clock at 1:57. 3rd and goal. Ball's located at the 5 now. Signs all by himself in the backfield. He's just going to take it himself, finds a seam, and is brought down about a yard shy. For overcoming adversity purposes, you'd really like to get a goal line stand right here. 4th down and a few for this Wildcat offense. Muleshoe would love to get a stop right here. And it looks like they're just going to attempt a field goal. 13. Little short chip shot for and a timeout. The Wildcats will take a timeout. 1:14 left. They are up in this one. We'll be right back. 1:14 left in this fourth quarter. Muleshoe looking for a goal line stand, 4th and goal for the Wildcats. And attempting this PAT is Jadian Barrio. He would love to block this one on the field goal. That kick is going to go through the uprights, good for 3 points. We'll make it to the 5-0 for the Wildcats. 50-26 our score now with 1:06 left in this ball game. We'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 50-26 after the good field goal kick by Littlefield. Kicking it away. Little squib kick. It's going to pass Davian Satal. And Josue Sigala is going to pick it up and run it himself. And he's going to make it downfield and finally brought out of bounds. Flagstone just late hit out of bounds. Sigala was dragged out of bounds, and Littlefield Wildcats decided to throw him even further out of bounds under being out of bounds. It was a mental error by the Wildcats. It looks like there's an injured Wildcat. And we're going to cut to break real quick as they're trying to get that one figured out. Welcome back to the fourth quarter. 56 seconds left in this ball game. 50-26 is your score. 52. That's Ivan Hernandez shaking up on the Muleshoe sideline and is able to get up on his own and take him back to the Littlefield sideline. Hope all is well for him. Sigala dropping back, looking. He's going to have to pass it away, and he's just going to be tackled, get a few yards on that play. Muleshoe now in a hurry. 40 seconds left in this one. Sigala dropping back, looking. He's going to roll to his right. Has number 2, Hernandez, open up the middle. That was no Hernandez with a good catch. Stops the game clock. Will now run. Sigala will spike it. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for this Muleshoe offense. 50-26 your score. 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Have 4 receivers at the top of your screen. Sigala all alone in the backfield. But Sigala mishandles the ball. He's going to get out. He's going to have to pass it away, and he does. Passes it downfield, and that's going to be pass interference. 11 seconds left. So holding call, non-pass interference. 10 seconds left. Muleshoe just looking just to get a score in and get home and prepare for next week's game against Slayton. As Muleshoe will host Slayton. That's going to be senior night, so we encourage everyone to make it out for that one. Sigala dropping back, looking. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to get away. Game is over, and this is just the last play right here. And nowhere to go with that one, just outside of the reach of Klafka. 50-26, your final in this one. Muleshoe will move to 1-1 in district play and will host the dangerous Slayton team next week. We encourage everyone come out and cheer on your Muleshoe Mules. I'm Elliott Davis, the voice of the Mules. We will see y'all next week. Make sure you catch us on MuleshoeTV.com.